Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about. First and foremost, shout out to everybody that keep up with Blunt Rap Sports TV. Special shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to my nigga 78. You know what I'm saying? That's a mentor, man. I'm humble. I bow down. He one of the kings of this shit. But when it comes to Adrien, Broner, and Mikey Garcia, like I told you earlier, to me, that's just adding to 2017 being one of the best years in boxing, because that's a big fight, but it's a setup fight. And you know it's a big fight because, of course, to me, both of them have something to lose if they lose this fight. But Mikey Garcia is a little bit more safer because even if he lose, he still hold the title at 135. So no matter what, he got a couple of things lined up for him, no matter how he lose. And then Broner, we already know if Broner loses, it's done for Broner. You know what I mean? People probably tired of Broner already. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a fan of Broner no more because I just don't like how he treated Dante Boxing Nation on that clip. It was a clip where they said he threw Dante out the gym, but Dante confirmed that he didn't. But he still, in my opinion, talked to him any type of way because he thought Dante had asked about the Madonna loss. But it don't matter, motherfucker. We can ask what we want to ask you. You're not God. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers want to talk about the wins if he knocks somebody's ass out. And we was like, yeah, man, how did that knockout feel? Well, you know, AB, you know, he gonna do all the dumb shit. So you should be able to answer the loss. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like Dante do a lot, especially for African American boxers. So for him to treat him like that, you definitely out of line with me. But if he beat Mikey Garcia, that's a big victory because that's fan base. You know what I'm saying? You got the Mexican fan base, and they're going to be fighting at 140, so it's just a setup just to add a little bit more status for him setting up the Crawford fight. Because Bud cooling for real. You know what I mean? Because it's a known fact. That's the common thing. Like, that's why you heard Mikey say in the interview with Fight Hype, shout out to Fight Hype, that I was talking to you about earlier, but he was like, see, Mikey Garcia really, you could see it in his demeanor, he really didn't want this fight. But he don't got enough status out there to dictate, because the other champions, besides Robert Easter in 135, don't have to fight him, because they other champions. And they probably want to keep, they like, man, I ain't fucking with Mikey right now. And I think Mikey would rather do that and wait for Lomachenko. But Al Heyman and boys, it's like, nah, man, we got to get this shit rolling. You know what I mean? You gonna have to, they trying to pay you to fight a name, basically. But if he beat Broner, I believe it give Mikey Garcia, it's going to gain him a little bit more especially if he beat Broner convincingly. Dictatorship now. Now he could do it. Now he could become a certain target. Because once you get to become a target, you could choose a little bit. Now he could go back to 135 because he's definitely not rushing to 140 because Bud's there. It's a known fact. Niggas don't want to fuck with Bud. Broner really has to fuck with Bud. But they want to see if you really, are you really, we'd rather give Mikey this money before we fuck with Bud because Bud was top ranked. This going to be the test. And Broner has to beat this nigga. And then, you know, he cash out because he's not going to beat Bud. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing. So that's how I see why that fight is important. I think whenever you got a big fight, that's important because it's chess, and you can see before the fight even happened where they go at next. That's a big, okay, I call that a significant fight. This is a significant fight. These motherfuckers ain't trying to let a nigga over they willing to crash. Oh man. But anyway, now me as far as strategy and stuff like that, I really don't, it's just something, in my opinion, I think even though Broner and Bud would be a good fight, it's like a nigga like Broner didn't have this opportunity. I feel like Mikey Garcia, he got fucked over and was on the shelf for 2 years and still kept himself in shape. Wasn't in the press for stupid shit. And now that he back in a better situation, he's delivering. He's already a champ. I think it's more beneficial for it. I think Mikey more serious. So I personally would rather see him win for overall boxing. Because to me, Broner, now don't get me wrong, Lord AB, I think he got hot, you know what I'm saying? But I just think the promise that a lot of us had for him is just out the window now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we don't really believe you could beat none of the elite guys at welterweight, and you definitely can't beat Bud. So it's like, what you gonna do, bro? You can't, and we're not really into you. We really don't fuck with you like that, so it ain't too much dictating you could do when you fighting nobodies, because it's like, we know you could beat them. You keep losing to these motherfuckers that got status, that's elite. You're losing to them. So now we at the point now, we ready to see your ass get knocked out, get up out the game. But that's if he's bullshitting, because don't get me wrong, I don't want AB to hear this and think, because AB was my man. I'm just saying the way I'm viewing it on the outside. I don't really know how you is personally, but some of the shit that I interpret, it's silly to me. You know what I'm saying? And I really, overall, I want to see a boxer in a position that can inspire the people. And I think Broner got that type of situation because we view him as undisciplined. He can prove a lot of us wrong in the sense of, I'm ready. You know what I mean? But overall, I don't know, man. That's a hard one. I believe that's a 50-50 fight. They meeting in the middle, one coming up, one kind of coming down. You know what I'm saying? But I'm rooting for Mikey Garcia. But that's my beginning thoughts. But before I leave, have you even seen Mikey Garcia fight?
I don't think so.
You know who he is?
Yeah,
you heard of
who
him?
he is, yeah.
Robert Garcia, his brother, training and shit.
But I get it though, as far as the whole what you saying with the setup fight, because we all, I mean, because I've been paying attention lately. So if you've been following it, anybody can see AB is just, he's on the fence right now, for real. You know
Definitely
what I'm saying?
on the fence.
So it's like, but like you said, I don't know, like, because I think,
bruh, if AB get beat convincingly by Mikey Garcia, you might only see his ass one more time on TV. I'm just being...
and it'll be against Bud?
No, if he get beat convincingly, that eliminates Bud.
That's what I'm saying. That'll be pointless.
And the reason why they pushing AB to the wolves, because they too deep. He's expendable now. It's either we going to shelf you, or these are your options now. And if he beat him, power to him. That's AB. You get what I'm saying? But if he lose to Mikey Garcia, especially if Mikey beat him up, or if Mikey just completely outbox him, any type of unanimous decision, I believe
it's Mikey.
No, if Mikey beat Broner by unanimous decision, Broner done.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Only thing they might say, fuck it. The only fight we got for you now, Broner, is Earl Spence. And that lets you know they ruthless. They like, you want to make this one last money because you got beat by Mikey. We going to send your ass out with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm saying that's how dirty it get. That's why you see old fighters that be in there with them tough motherfuckers, because that's the only option. They didn't. When you that nigga, they can give you 10 boxes to pick from. Mayweather could pick. Look at the Rocky movie. Apollo Creed cleaned up his division. That's the Rocky one. He was it was undisputed heavyweight champ. That for him to make, he was so dominant that he said, "Look, I'm gonna come to Philly and give a bum the shot of his dreams. I'm gonna give back. I'm gonna pick the average Joe Blow." And it was Rocky that got picked. Rocky had like 50 something losses on his record. You get what I'm saying? He was just making $50 a fight type nigga and back, some brutal shit. That's how Floyd Mayweather had it. Floyd, he could pick anybody out of this motherfucker because he was the number one man. When you proving it, it's no doubt this nigga's great. Then when you start taking L's, because it's always new people coming in, you taking up TV time. And Broner, like you said, that nigga is definitely on the fence right now. Yeah, he's on the fence. He lose to Mikey, it's over.
I'm about to say he can kind of redeem himself a little bit right here, just to try to cash out. But if
You talking about if he lose?
Nah, I'm saying if he wins.
Oh, if he wins, he's still in the mix.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me tell you something. I ain't God. I don't know who gonna win. If he win this Mikey, you know the next thing for him is setting up that Bud Crawford.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's say somehow Broner lands a lucky punch and knock out Bud. AB is all the way back. It's all the way, fuck what he did, fuck Madonna. And they might say he really is great when he's disciplined. So they'll start judging his career. It'll be Adrien Broner, unbeatable when he's disciplined. You know what I mean? Then they'll be asking Broner, man, fight Porter in the rematch. Because they'll think if he disciplined, he could beat him. So Broner beat Mikey Garcia, he's definitely still in the money. And he might be able to sneak one in before Bud. Because Bud don't need Broner for real right now. He might be like, nah, I ain't fucking with AB. I'm gonna keep my shit clean until I'm ready to go up and fuck with Pacquiao. As far as, mandatories. Fight these mandatories. And if Mikey Garcia win, he definitely in a good spot. He gonna take his ass to 135. Cause Broner gonna say, Bud, get the fuck up out my division. Get your ass up. And he's gonna get up and take his ass back downstairs to 135. And he gonna stay away from Robert Easter because he's a tall fighter. You can tell as he get older, he might be a welterweight. And he's the least known, so it's not important for Mikey to fight him right now. High risk, low reward. But the other two champs, they beatable, but it's some good fights. And I think that's what Mikey will do. He'll try to get those unified. He'll either going to try to unify some titles or some measly little defenses waiting for Lomachenko to come up. And to add interest to that fight. So, really, I'm telling you, they both had domestic situations in their career as far as Mikey being shelved, so time running out on him, and Broner. So they probably put, hey, one of y'all got to go. Now, I know it wasn't your fault that they took 2 years. Damn, I know it ain't your fault, Mikey, that they took 2 years, but we gotta get it on.
Been trying so hard to move righteous.
Damn. And that's just where you find yourself at in boxing. If you great, you great. Like you could tell Mikey don't really want to fight him. Not that he's scared. He want to go his smooth way.
Process.
Yeah, but it's like sometimes that's why this is a significant fight. I love fights where it's something on the line. We just witnessed that with Earl Spence and Kell Brook. Something was on the line.